Hello and welcome to Art and Insurance. Today's case is about timing, custody, and a single careless movement that changed the price of a masterpiece. A Picasso, a private inspection before a major sale, and damage caused not by criminals or transport companies, but by the owner himself. This is the Steve Wynn elbow incident involving a painting by Pablo Picasso. In 2006, casino owner and collector Steve Wynn was preparing to sell Picasso's Rêve in a private transaction reportedly valued at around $139 million. The painting had already attracted a buyer, and the sale was close to completion. Before finalizing the deal, Wynn was showing the artwork to a group of guests. The painting was uncrated, installed, and undergoing a routine pre-sale inspection, a critical moment in the life cycle of any high-value artwork. Then it happened. While gesturing during conversation, Wynn accidentally struck the canvas with his elbow, tearing a hole through the painting. The damage was immediate, visible, and irreversible in its original form. From the outside, this looks like a simple accident. From an insurance perspective, it is one of the most sensitive scenarios possible. Because the incident did not occur during long-distance transport, it did not occur in storage, and it did not occur in a public exhibition. It occurred during inspection, in a transitional risk phase. Art insurance is structured around custody and exposure. Policies distinguish between static risk, transit risk, and handling risk. Each phase has its own conditions, limits, and responsibilities. During transportation, insurers expect professional packing, controlled environments, and contracted carriers. During display, insurers assess security and access. During inspection, however, the risk is human proximity, and that risk is harder to manage. In this case, the owner of the artwork was also the insured party and the person who caused the damage. That raises an uncomfortable question. Does insurance still respond when the insured damages their own property? The answer is yes, but not automatically. Fine art insurance is typically written on an all-risks basis, meaning accidental physical damage is covered unless specifically excluded. The key word is accidental. There was no intent, no recklessness beyond ordinary human behavior, no breach of explicit policy conditions. As a result, the damage was treated as an insured event. The insurer covered conservation and restoration costs. Expert conservators repaired the tear, stabilizing the canvas and restoring visual integrity. Technically, the painting survived. Financially, however, the damage was devastating. Once restored, Rêve was no longer considered pristine. Its condition report permanently recorded the incident. As a result, the painting's market value dropped significantly. The original sale was canceled. When the work was eventually sold years later, it achieved a much lower price than initially planned. This brings us to the most important insurance concept in this case: diminution in value. Art insurance does not end with repair. If an artwork is worth less after restoration than before the incident, that difference can be part of the insured loss. In high-value art, diminution often exceeds physical repair costs by tens of millions. The insurer's exposure, therefore, was not just material, it was market-based. There is also a responsibility dimension. If the damage had occurred during professional transport, liability might have shifted to the shipper. If it had occurred during a public exhibition, venue responsibility would be examined. But here, the owner retained full custody and control. Responsibility did not transfer, but insurance absorbed the financial shock. This case fundamentally changed how collectors, insurers, and brokers treat inspection risk. Today, strict handling protocols, limited access rules, and enhanced supervision are standard during pre-sale viewings. Some policies now explicitly address owner handling during inspection phases, because the most dangerous moment for a masterpiece is often not the journey, but the moment someone stands too close. The Steve Wynn Picasso incident shows that art risk does not disappear in safe rooms or private viewings. It concentrates there. Insurance exists to respond to accidents, even when they are embarrassing, costly, and self-inflicted. If you're dealing with art loss, damage, disputed claims, or questions of responsibility around valuable artworks, art and insurance is where investigation meets professional risk management. We analyze real incidents at the intersection of art, money, and liability, from museums to private collections. For expert support in art insurance, valuation, claims handling, or dispute resolution, contact us. Thank you for watching Art and Insurance. See,